general, what are some of the injuries that we see in this sport?
So football's a sport where there's a lot of running and there's a lot of contact. So, and you'll see that in the video. But you have different kinds of injuries. You have contact injuries where people run into each other, during a tackle or whatever. Or you can have soft tissue injuries that you have if you're running fast and you actually hurt either the muscles or the ligaments by twisting or turning and that kind of thing.
But we also talk about overuse injuries, and it's something that we've spoken about when you've been in here in the show in the past. Is it that repetitive motion? Is that something that we see in football as well?
It's not so much as in football as you have it in baseball. Baseball's a sport where there's a lot of repetitive motion. Tennis is kind of the same thing. Football, when you think of I guess
contact related more?
Yeah, they're more contact related, or the other thing is non-contact. So if you can have pivoting or twisting injuries, that's something that can cause injury by itself that isn't necessarily I wouldn't call it an overuse injury because it's not necessarily something that comes from repetitive motion, but it's usually a one-time thing that comes from running.
Right. But now what about different positions? Whether you're a quarterback, a linebacker, a running back, does that depend on your position too, the type of injury that you might suffer?
Definitely. One of the most common times that people get injured is during special teams play. So whether it's a kickoff or a punt, you've got athletes, they're basically going all out, and then they're gonna run into each other, right, and there's gonna be a big contact moment. So these are times when people get they're more prone to get those kind of injuries. At the same time, it's a very explosive play, so you'll see a lot of non-contact injuries. So you'll have an athlete sprinting down the sideline, and if he isn't warmed up enough, he'll be at higher risk of getting a quad strain or a hamstring strain, right, or if they plant wrong, they can sprain their ankle. All those kind of injuries can happen, and it's more common during special teams play.